in the heavyweight division. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W.
And his opponent across the ring, by way of Brooklyn,
Little get to know you here in the opening round, scheduled for 10. Teddy, I assume many times in your career, you were instructing a fighter that was going to face a fighter who just had the longer reach, flat out had it. What did you tell him? What did you try to cement in his head leading up to that fight?
You know, sometimes you get caught up when you're fighting a fighter with those great, outstanding physical attributes like tallness and height, reach advantage. You start to think that only one way is the way to go. You got to force yourself to work your way in. I remind myself and I remind my fighter that you can step out and make the taller man give up his height. Walk him into traps.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Punches and bunches, working well. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. 90 seconds to go here in this round. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counter-punching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
There's a right hand. Tyson's combination punching is working well here. Body shot lands. It was the right. Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Very accurate with the overhand right. Good looking combo by Mike Tyson. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Well-placed shot, came after a nice defensive move there. Good block. A crushing 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Halfway through round number 2. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Hey, if you can throw them all, you may just land them all, and he does with that 4-punch combination. Unable to make an impact there by Mike Tyson. Turns over the hook after turning away his opponent's shot. Tyson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Mike Tyson. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Good double jab by Mike Tyson. End of the round here. You can see the fans really enjoying themselves tonight. You know, Teddy, I think maybe more so than any other sport, boxing fans are not just passionate like in other sports, but they are smart and savvy. They know the game inside and out.
Well, they follow the contestants. They do understand the parameters of the game. And you know what? They come here and they kind of demand from those fighters the performance that they expect from them. If they expect a guy to box, he you hear them every once in a while saying, hey, come on, you know, let's get that jab working. They act like coaches sometimes.
Tyson's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Blocks the headshot. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He has his target. He lands a straight right. Halfway through this round. Good smooth work by Mike Tyson. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. That right hand serving him well. Tyson's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. He missed with that headshot. Interesting early rounds of this fight. Tyson's up 2-1 on your scorecard, Teddy. What do you like about him so far?
Well, I like the fact that he's busier, but I also like the fact that when he's not working, he gets out of range and he doesn't allow his opponent to win. That's why I got him winning.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Well-targeted 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Halfway through round number 4. Little volume punching to the body there. Tyson's absorbing a hook. He scored well after being hit himself. Tyson's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Tyson's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. There he is on the inside, doing well. This is becoming like a crime scene here. Mike Tyson's DNA is splattered throughout that ring.
And you know it's going to influence the fight, not only where maybe he gets a little discouraged, he gets a little down, but maybe his opponent, and there's a big maybe he gets a little careless now going in there for the kill. And maybe that could be an opportunity for him.
Puts forth the hook, scores with it. So dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just the sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability, that's only part of the equation, but just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean, they're crisp, they're short, they're together.
Nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Good looking 2-punch combination there. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. A well-targeted jab that time. Solid uppercut. Not able to land the headshot. Overhand right can be so effective. Right to the body. Tyson starting to bleed from the nose. His corner should be wary of that. Big left hand from Iron Mike. He fires off the combination there and it lands. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. 10 clicks of the talk. Comes right back with some offense of his own. And round 5 comes to an end. Mike Tyson's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using illegal things right now, because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Cus D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Nice work. Great technique. The combo lands. And he returns on that exchange. Halfway through round 6. Iron Mike with a big uppercut. Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's got to be feeling the sting of that big, powerful hook. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. Tyson with a powerful left hand. Tyson's timing with his head movement has been ideal. We have not seen his opponent being able to land anything clean up top. And yet another big shot comes in. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Saved by the bell. That's like something out of a movie here.
Yeah, except nobody's coming in there and saying cut. You know, he has to keep going here. Right now, the only thing he knows is he's got flashballs going off in his head.
Tyson's doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Putting his punches together, landing 2 shots there. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Little head hunting with the left. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out from here. Tyson's cut is now changing the course of this fight.
Well, the fighter's been trying to do his job. Now the cornerman is the most important person right now in that ring. He has to do his job and stop that bleeding.
He's losing this fight. And I think it's easy to see why. He's getting hit by that left hand far too much.
Well, the most elementary thing, the first thing you're taught in boxing is use your left hand. The second thing, get away from it. I guess he never learned that second thing.
What a thudding shot he just landed.
Well, he left the left hand out there a little lazy, and he crashed it over.
Good, strong combo. You see, he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. Right to the belt line. That right hand serving him well. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Tyson's punch is far off the target. Iron Mike lands the left good. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. And round 7 comes to an end. I wonder if there's an answer to change this, Teddy. Here we are in round number 8, and it has become a one-sided fight as he has strung round after round together.
You know, that's the right question, Joe, but you got to ask it to the right guy, not to the guy who's winning. He's going to keep doing it. Why would he change it? The opponent needs to be asked that question. Do you want to change this?
He got hit, but he sends it right back. Teddy, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through, and some of them will watching them. They're getting through, and you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing 1 or 2 at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
Wow, what a right hand he just got caught by, and he's looking to tie up. Oh, what big shot there. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think you're just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
So many people point to the downfall of Mike Tyson, but few remember how he would get up off the canvas time and time again in some of those toughest fights. Fires off the hook. Look at that. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Unable to score with the hook. Tyson's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Left to the body. Wow! And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Tyson's corner can do nothing but just applaud him as he returns to the stool. Yet another round where he put forth more and more punishment to his opponent.
Yeah, well, they're applauding him, and they should thank his opponent for doing an imitation of a heavyweight.
Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? That a guy who was just knocked down in the last round now comes out for the next round and is fine.
Well, the first thing I look at is, does he behave the way that he normally behaves? You know, is he a guy that all of a sudden starts running at his opponent, and that's not his kind of style? That tells me he's still hurt. That tells me he's still a little drunk.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Tyson's once again the target of a hook. Nice combination there. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. And bang, and away he goes. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He gets up after that punch, put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Committing to the combo now, both land. That was a fine block by Mike Tyson. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Well, he really digs in when he decides to throw that uppercut. Good job. I can imagine throughout your career, you've been all over a lot of fighters for lack of movement.
Yeah, it's very, very frustrating because you start to wonder, does he want to win the fight? That's what you start to wonder.
And that's the end of round 9. Tyson, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
That was a miss by Mike Tyson. How about that counter shot to the head? Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Tyson's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
Teddy, this is the stuff of legend right now. He is hurt badly, but still he fights on. There it is! That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's over. The fight is over. Mike Tyson's bombs away worked again. Knockout victory for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner,
Mike Tyson's knockout here is a stunner. This fight was clearly going to go the distance and go to the judges.
You know what? You just said it. You just explained. You just put a blueprint out. And now he's out.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore.